Hey everyone, this is Up North Collectors here. We are giving some tips and tricks about the 2021 National in Chicago. Of course, this is the National Sports Collectors Convention in Chicago at the Donald E. Stevens Convention Center in Rosemont, just outside of Chicago over by O'Hare Airport. So
right next to O'Hare, so we're just going to talk about this a little bit. This will be our third time at the Chicago show, our fourth national. We went to one at Cleveland, and then last year we were going to go to Atlantic City, but that got canceled. So,
well, we were thinking about it at least. Obviously, we didn't think too much because it got shut down pretty fast.
Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and talk about the national a little bit. First off, actually, this is pretty important. July 28th through August 1st, 2021.
Now, before you do anything, if you look at the top of the screen there where it says tickets, and you see how few people there are, now just imagine that whole space being filled with people, because that's what it's going to be like this year.
It's going to be crazy. Yeah.
It's going to be nuts.
So, here is the area where it is going to be located in. Right here is the convention center. It runs all the way along here. The front doors are right in here where this little road is coming in. The front doors are located right here. You can also access it through the side as well, usually.
Right, yeah. Over on this side is up above there to, right where your pointer is.
Right up here.
Right there is another hotel, the Hyatt, and there's an entrance on that side as well. But I don't know that you can get in on that side other than if you have a pass,
unless you have a VIP pass. So, anyway.
No, not a VIP pass. You need like a dealer pass.
Maybe you do need you might
dealer
be right.
pass. So,
anyway,
go through the front door.
Yeah, you'll want to go through the front door. Maybe there's a different entrance. I don't know, but the front door is where you're going to want to go in, especially the first time. So you got the hotels surrounding here. O'Hare Airport is right next door, basically, over down this way. But you got the Crown Plaza. There is the Loft over here somewhere. I don't know if that's across the road or is it here, isn't it? Somewhere.
Yep. It's over there.
Anyway, so there's a bunch of different hotels all downtown. I think I probably should zoom in a little bit and they'll start coming up because there's more than just this. But
yeah, there you go.
Anyway, so you got the Embassy, whatever that one is. It's still the Embassy, I guess. Hilton at Rosemont. We stayed at the Hilton, I believe, before. Maybe not.
No, we did not. We stayed at the Embassy.
Yep. Anyway, they're all very convenient. It's literally a 5 to 10 minute walk to the show, which is awesome. This section back here is super convenient to go to eat. The King's Dining, when we went there before, we've been there multiple times both years. The food there is pretty good and was fairly inexpensive. And we also went to this one, I believe, the Adobe.
Yeah, that was pretty
which
decent.
is pretty decent as well. Some Mexican food. There's a lot of other food as well. Some of it's more expensive. Some of it takes a little bit longer. I'm sure this year it'll be crazy. But anyway, and another thing to note, this is kind of jumping ahead a little bit, but there is food at the actual show. In the show, they do have a small little cafeteria thingy.
Yeah, stay away.
We have heard that it is awful. We have never personally purchased anything, but it's like $8 cheeseburgers, which they literally put nacho cheese on. So.
Right. So if you like nacho cheese on your cheeseburger and it probably tastes like cardboard, that might be for you if you want to spend $10-15 of your dollars on something like that.
Yeah, so that's that. That kind of gives you an idea of the area if you're flying in O'Hare.
Yeah, O'Hare is actually over to the left of the map.
Yep, it's right back in here.
So right there, and you're literally a shuttle ride away from the convention center.
Yeah, exactly. So that is pretty important to note. Very convenient if you're flying in. If you're driving through Chicago is not quite as convenient, but it's not terrible if you drive at the right time of day. So, Anyway, next little slide here. Tickets. Now, unfortunately, if you wanted a VIP package and did not purchase it, you're toast. Because
they just sold out. Yeah.
They sold out about 3 days ago. They sold out of every level. They actually put a additional, they called it like the early access pass, and they added them. They didn't disclose how many they added, obviously, but they sold out of those too. They're gone. So the 5-day passes are all gone unless they add more. So now all you have left is general admission. The VIP package gets you some 12 selected free VIP autographs, half-hour early admission, which is very nice, actually.
Yeah, it is very nice. Especially this year, it'll be very nice.
In our opinion, that is the biggest benefit to the VIP. It also tells you that it seems on the website like you can only get into the Wednesday night with the VIP pass. according to what the website says. However, that is not accurate. You can get in right here, including the Wednesday sneak peek with general admission.
Right, So the general admission for the 19, can you scroll down a little bit? Yeah, so the $19 if you buy it in advance, which I would do if you're planning on going, that gets you into all the days of the show, even the Wednesday. So don't think it doesn't. It does, and you just don't get the extras with the that you get with the VIP pass. You just get general admission into the show, which is all you need if you're just going to go there to enjoy the show.
Yeah, now with the VIP package, you're going to get a little baggie. They'll hand you, usually it's a little book bag, and you'll get sets from each of the companies that's there usually. Yep. Panini will give you a set. Topps will give you a set. They're nothing super special.
No, they haven't been in the past. No.
And they're not, obviously, in high demand since almost everyone has one, but that's what you get, and then you get the 12 autographs tickets. We're not big into getting the autographs, and the lines are usually really crazy.
Yeah, we sold ours.
And so you can actually sell the tickets. That's something to keep in mind, which we did. I don't remember what we got for them, but I still think we got like $20 for the roll of tickets.
Yeah, I think they're about $7-8 a ticket you can sell them for.
Which is pretty nice when you have 12 of them, and your pass is $139 if you have 7 tickets. Let's say they even sell for 5, you got $60 back just on your autograph tickets. So
right, and it's going to be interesting to see how much of that is in demand, because how many autograph signers they have, and is it the same amount, is it less, and all that kind of stuff. So that'll be interesting, but it's definitely worth the extra half hour to get in early. Otherwise, just get there early and wait in line if you want to get there, getting the show floor right away when it opens. You have to get there at a good hour probably at least.
Yeah, exactly.
Before. But if you want to sleep in, you don't care what time you get to the show, that's a different story.
I believe, I don't know if it says on here, it starts at 9 usually. Starts at 9.
It usually does.
The VIP will get you in at 8:30. So
I think there's a schedule on there somewhere.
We'll look.
But
anyway, so the Super VIP gets you double gift, and it also gives you 18 VIP signers, half hour early. The VIP lounge, we never used the VIP lounge when we had it.
Yeah, it was basically a room.
Yes,
with a couple
of chairs. Yeah,
no food, no nothing, just a place to sit down.
But the thing with the Super VIP, you get the free parking pass. Obviously, it's too late now. But that is a nice benefit if you're driving,
especially
and don't have parking with your hotel. Like, for
Yep.
instance, if you're staying in like a VRBO or something outside of town a little bit and driving in, the parking pass is really nice. I think parking is like $15 a day there, $10 a day, so it does save you quite a bit of money.
Yeah.
And then your kids, if you have a child 12 and under, they can come with your, 12 and under will be admitted free. They can come free with your VIP. They can come in with you early. They just don't get the free stuff unless you purchase a VIP pass for them.
They're free no matter what, but you get, you don't have to worry about if your child is included if you get these other packages.
These two are also sold out. The All Access is basically the same thing. It just lets you cut in line for autographs. So if you're into getting autographs, that would be the way to go. It's too late now, though. So anyway, I don't know. Let's take we can look at this, I guess, and see. Now, one thing to note about the show is that Upper Deck is not going to be there in terms of dealers. Upper Deck will not be there. Yes, doesn't really have anything on it.
No, it doesn't. I don't think there's a schedule yet. So
anyway, but normally Upper Deck, Panini, Topps, the three big guys are all there set up. Upper Deck's not going to be there. Normally one of the things we always look forward to, and we'll tell you guys, encourage you to go and try to get some, are the silver packs from both Topps and Panini. Go back, watch some of our videos. They're excellent. In terms of what you get out of the packs, maybe not the videos. But anyway, there's rumors that they're not happening. I'm guessing they are going to happen, at least for Panini. They made Father's Day packs, so I'm thinking they're going to do the silver, I would assume. But we don't know. They haven't released anything. Same with Topps. We have no idea. With a lot of the events and schedule-wise, we have no clue right now as to what's going to happen, actually.
Right.
So
it's just going to be a big mystery. We'll find out. Of course, if they don't have those, it's a big downfall for people who want to buy the boxes and then get those additional packs, because that's always a huge highlight for the National. At least it has been the last several years, ever since we started going in 2017, and a lot of extra value to opening boxes and opening packs. So it would be a shame if they don't have that, but at the same time, this is post-COVID. We're just thankful there's going to be a National at all. seeing the people, meeting people that you maybe met on YouTube or, through Instagram or Twitter or whatever platform you use. That's a huge highlight, and that's just worth the price of admission in our book.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that this year especially is what you're going to have to focus on. There's a lot of, in previous years, there's a lot of deals on wax and stuff. You got cheap cards going to the National. Plus, you got the silver packs and stuff. A couple of the years, I think we actually walked away making money off of the National without even actually going there to make money.
Right. Just having fun, right?
This year definitely will not be the case. You're not going to find a bunch of wax on sale. There'll probably be some stuff, I would imagine. Some of the stuff that they want to get rid of, but not crazy amounts of stuff. Silver pack wise, it used to be you'd get Stars and Stripes baseball, maybe Diamond Kings, Optic Fast Break. Those were the products they'd have for that. This year, I honestly don't know what it would be. No. Probably just all Panini baseball, to be honest. But
yeah, I don't know.
Or collegiate products, I guess. So that'll be very interesting to see when and if they do come out with that.
Yeah.
But other than that, the show, it's just about enjoying it, having fun. I know in the past, Pristine Auctions, when they're there, gives out free T-shirts, which is something cool to take advantage of.
Yeah, a lot of the tables will have free stuff, freebies. You might have to sign up, put your email or some form of contact information. So go around the tables. eBay's there. They often give out some deals that they have going on.
Yeah.
Check Out My Cards is there. PSA will be there. BGS will be there. All the big guys will be there from grading companies. At least they should be, at least in some form. Some will be grading on site. Some won't be. I mean, I don't know all the details, but usually there's a bunch of people from different companies represented. Supplies are there, like Ultra Pro, BCW. However, this year I highly doubt that there's going to be many vendors who have a lot of supplies, just because they're hard to find and super expensive. So
yeah, in previous years we used to go to the National and buy a couple cases of top loaders because you got deals on them. This year I would heavily suggest one of the things to bring, which we'll talk about a little later, just give you guys a brief list of what we'll kind of be bringing. Bring supplies to the National. It's very, very important. You're going to need them, and it's going to be probably really tough to find them.
So next up we have the hotels. Hotels are obviously all booked. I mean, you can stay at this one here. This is right off the website of the National. It's 2.6 miles away, so you'd have to drive, but they do have rooms there. And then everything else is sold out. So check this site, go back here. Sometimes there's cancellations. You can still find hotels even up to the very end. Always check and recheck and keep checking if you're desperate to find a hotel close. You may find one, but it may just be random hit or miss. So give it a look. Some of these hotels definitely are up towards the $200 a night mark, which is not out of the ordinary. Just budget that in for no matter what length of time you're staying.
Yeah, and then this real quick, we'll leave a link to this down below. If you're going, we do not go for this personally, but a lot of people will just come to the National just to get autographs. They have a lot of guys coming to sign. There's some pretty good names, especially on Friday. There's some pretty cool guys coming in like Antonio Gates. I'd have to look further into this list, but Chipper Jones, Mike Piazza, Horace Grant. There's just a lot of pretty solid athletes on a lot of these days. David Ortiz. So if you want to meet and get autographs from those people, you're probably going to have to wait in line for a while.
Yes.
But that is something you can do. I forget what the price is. I think it does say on here somewhere, but you can get prices and stuff on that and pre-order all your stuff and bring something with you to get signed. But anyway, that's one kind of cool thing to do at the
National.
National.
There's different, if you go up on this section here, you can check all these things, like what the do's and don'ts are and everything like that. But there's definitely stuff right here in the information, so you can try to find out more information as to what you can bring to have signed and not signed. But yeah, definitely check that out if you're interested in autographs. But the lines will be long. Definitely get to the show as early as you possibly can.
Yes.
Because the days go by super fast, and before you know it, it's time to leave. I don't think the show is open very late, is it?
No, it's only open till 5 or 6 o'clock usually. Yeah. It's not one of those things that's open till
it's around dinner time, and then that's it. And then they close down, and that's it. So you have basically a business day to roam the show, and with the lines that they're going to have and being so long, it's definitely going to be one that you're going to budget your time if you want to go shop.
Yeah, it's exactly what I was going to say. If you want to wait in line for something, Going back to the grading thing, I know Beckett this year is going to be doing their raw card review at the National. They announced that, which is always very popular. PSA is going to be accepting submissions, not cheap submissions, but they're still going to be accepting. BGS will be accepting. I don't know anything about SGC, but I'm assuming they'll be accepting if they're there. And if Panini, for instance, they'll do the kids' days. So if you have kids, the kids' breaks, those are always really, really popular. Yep. But in silver packs, if that's a thing, you're probably going to have to commit yourself to one line a day.
Yeah, waiting.
You're going to have to wait. Like if Panini does the redemption trade-up program, which they've done a few years, bring in old redemptions, get different stuff, you're probably going to have to wait a while for that.
Yeah, so if you have these kind of things sitting around, definitely bring those with you. Because even if they're not that valuable, sometimes Panini will trade up and make it worth your time to stand in line. So
again, no idea if they're even going to do that this year, but we'll see.
So bring old redemptions, bring anything you have, especially for Panini. If you have questions for them, bring it. They're usually pretty good. Topps is okay that you can go to Topps table and talk to them, but Panini is definitely a little bit more customer service friendly at the National.
Yep.
Topps is definitely there, and they'll talk to you, but they're not, I don't think, equipped to do the same things Panini is at the National.
Panini will bring a lot of they have a large presence there.
Yes.
There's a lot of people from Panini roaming around. There's always stuff happening. The Breakers Pavilion's cool. Go watch some Breakers.
Yeah, you can meet some of the Breakers if you watch those online. Also, go and check out Blowout, DA, Steel City, all the big box stores. They'll be there. And, meet the guys, talk to them, and, just see what they have at the tables. Probably be way inflated prices, but hey, they got to make money as well. So check all that out. That's usually in the center of the convention center, and then all around that is the tables where the vendors set up. And then you can get, find dollar boxes, dime boxes, quarter boxes, or this year probably a whole bunch of high-end PSA cards that are graded in somebody's case.
Yeah, which, that's how it always is usually, too. I'm sure there'll still be a lot of the $1, $2 stuff. There'll be a lot of slabs. There always is at the National.
Oh, yeah,
there's a saying, if you can't find it at the National, you can't find it anywhere, which is somewhat true.
Yeah, somewhat true.
There's a lot of stuff there.
There's tables upon tables upon tables.
You'll never look through them all in 5 days. It's impossible.
You will have to be diligent and use every second of your day to search it all.
Yes.
So, and if you're going to hang out with people, do it at night. Talk to people during the show for sure, but say, hey, let's hook up. Walk with me at the these tables. We'll talk as we look, but then let's meet up after the show. If you really are only there for a day or two, you need to really use your time wisely.
Yeah, and transitioning to sort of after the show, there's always something happening after the show. Card Collector 02, I believe, has not announced anything yet, but is hoping to have another trade night this year, which is very, very popular. When we were in Chicago last time, we did not go to it, but super popular. I'd like to go to it this year if I could. Topps does a Q&A thing, usually at night. I don't know if they're going to do that this year. That's the only one night usually, but they haven't said anything about that.
That's like a very hard to get ticket to, but you can get tickets to that. It's free. You have to sign up, I think, right away. Panini does a VIP party, which we don't know if they're going to have that. So there's a lot of things up in the air.
Yeah, the VIP party is usually is like $10,000 a ticket. Sometimes it's a little more, sometimes a little less.
It's not cheap.
It's a little more.
Yeah.
You get all kinds of silver and gold packs with it. It's in a bunch of sealed wax. There's a lot of stuff with it, but know nothing about that. We've never done that.
No.
Yeah. But anyway, so after the show, and then just walk into any hotel lobby downtown there,
right
by the show, and you'll find all kinds of collectors.
Stuff going on. People breaking boxes, people trading, people just talking, having a good time.
Yep, exactly.
So now going to what you need to bring. You need to bring some sort of case or backpack or bag to carry around. Preferably our preference, I should say, is a backpack. So a, school-sized backpack roughly. Bring your own drinks, your own water, your own food, your own everything, because you're going to want to have it. You're not going to want to leave the National. So bring whatever you can, fit it in there, and then space for the cards that you want to buy and the cards that you want to buy, obviously, in your pack. Make sure it's secure. Make sure that, if you have stuff that's valuable, you know where it is, and you know that other people can't easily get to it, because there's going to be a lot of people there. Unfortunately, every year there's stuff there, and so you just got to be careful.
I'm going to reach across here, but I definitely suggest boxes like this kind of thing. Bring a couple of these with you, just like little boxes like that. Those are super, super helpful to put cards that you buy in. Not everything's top loaded, obviously.
If you're not collecting slabs, you're going to want to bring a bigger box.
Yep.
But yeah, for raw cards, bring a small, like 300 count box or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. Top loaders, the food things are really, really important. If you can pack a lunch, you'll probably gain yourself an hour of time at the show.
Yep.
Just because if you leave to go get lunch, it's going to take you an hour to 2 hours at least.
At least, just to get in and out of there and eat and everything. Yeah, it's going to take a long time. Wear comfortable shoes.
Yes.
Shoes that are either broken in or new but comfortable. Definitely, you're going to be on your feet a lot. There is pretty much nowhere to sit besides the floor.
No, there's nowhere
and
to sit.
And this year,
there.
I don't even know if you'll be able to sit on the floor. There's going to be so many people in there. Yeah, so bring that. Bring, obviously all the stuff you need for your night in the hotel. That's obviously a given, but don't forget it. you gotta be prepared for those things. Other things, cash is important. Bring cash with you. A lot more people are accepting debit, credit cards, that sort of stuff. So, that is definitely a possibility. A lot of these booths, but a lot of them are still cash. They do have ATM machines there, but I don't know how many of those will be, full all the time, because they do run out of cash at those.
Yeah, well, the ATMs, most ATMs have 10,000 to 20,000, hold that much cash. And if you think about it nowadays, that will go very, very quickly when you have 50,000 people at a show.
Yep.
Assume all of the vendors at the show only take cash. That's what you have to go in there thinking, because if you don't, you are not everyone's going to take credit or debit. Like the big guys will, they'll obviously, but if you want to buy small cards, a lot of them only deal in cash. And which makes sense for them, the 2% fees with PayPal or with MasterCard, etc. You get the 2% credit card fees.
Yeah, and they'll a lot of times they'll upcharge you. So they'll say if you're going to pay with credit, it's going to be a 2% fee on top of it. So be prepared for that. Some people will take PayPal and other forms of payment. So just be on the lookout for that as well. Also, when you are at the show, try to obviously set a budget, or know what your budget is, so that when you go, you're not just blowing all your cash in the first few minutes. Usually the idea is wait. Go around and look and wait. You can always come back. The item may be gone, unless it's a super good deal and you know it right away. But usually the more you wait, the more you find, and the more things come available.
If you're going to wait, take a picture of the booth with the card.
Yeah.
So take the card or a picture of the card, and then on your phone, edit the picture. If you have Snapchat or just on the Apple Photos, whatever. Edit the picture, ask the guy at the booth for their booth number, and write it down, because otherwise you're going to have a really, really hard time finding that booth again. It's just difficult.
Yeah, it's very difficult.
So if you can do that, especially if it's something you're really interested in, make sure you do that, because otherwise it's going to be tough to find it.
It'll be very tough to find it. Yeah. You think you remember, but there's so many nooks and crannies and so many booths that look very similar, you will have a very hard time finding your way around.
Very, very tough.
There's fun things to do there too. Just talk to people, find out what's happening, get schedules, talk to the vendors, talk to the dealers that are there, like Topps and Panini. Get information. There's a lot of stuff usually happening, and as the weeks go on, we're about 3 weeks out, so we will let you know if we find out more. But check Twitter out, check Instagram, check YouTube channels. They'll be posting more information.
That's what I was going to say too. Follow, if you don't have social media yet, or if you do, follow Panini, Topps, those guys, any other people that you're interested in on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah, follow the National. The National has a Twitter presence as well. Yep,
so follow all of those, and you will get a lot of information from it, which is helpful.
Yep, yeah, and there's a lot of guys putting out videos right now. So watch those videos. This is just, one that we'll do for now. Obviously, drop the comments and questions below. Unfortunately, we haven't been that active answering the comments, but we will try to on this video especially, and try to follow up on answering any questions from other videos. So apologize for the lack of communication. Just been very busy summer here.
Yes.
But anyways, hopefully you guys are doing well, and hopefully at least we answered some questions or maybe gave you some helpful tips. Obviously, we could go on and on about the National for hours, but this is at least a brief introduction to it. Totally go there if you can. It's very much worth it. Even if you bring $0, you don't have to spend a dime, and you'll have a ton of fun looking around, meeting people, talking to different collectors, talking to dealers. You'll learn a lot, and it is a lot of fun.
It is. It's just, there's nothing quite like it. I mean, and if it's your first time, you're going to be overwhelmed. You're not going to know what to do when you walk in because there's so much stuff.
Just take your time, budget your time, and don't get overwhelmed. Don't spend all your money right away. Just enjoy it, and then talk to people and get a sense of what's going on and where the deals are and what places you should see. And once you start doing that, you'll get a better feel for it.
Yeah, you will very, very quickly. So.
All right, well, we hope that you're there. If you see us there, definitely say hi. We'd love to meet you. We'd love to talk to you as well. So definitely you reach out and say hello to us if you see us there.
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please do. Check out some of our videos in our playlist. We do have a National playlist of the past, so check those out. You'll see a lot of footage from the National as well as some of our box breaks from the National with the silver packs. So that will give you a sense and hopefully get you excited for this year's National. Well, we'll hopefully do at least one more video on the National at some point, and we will bring that to you in the next week or two. All right, well, thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more content and hopefully some live content, or at least content during the week of the National that we film footage of it. So we will be doing that. But anyways, thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your week.